I know, you see, somehow the world is blah, 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 blah,
It's
blah, blah, blah.
wonderful.
Okay, there we go. It's up.
Man,
All right.
Bubble boy.
man, I sure do love music.
All right. So last we had left off, you guys had journeyed to the village. Well, actually, no. Last session, technically, you guys had gone through the Durst Manor and explored several different floors and rooms, and made your way into the basement, where you then discovered that the manor was cursed due to the sacrifice of a unwanted child, and thus by burying the child beneath the house, you guys were able to lift the curse and free the souls of the maid and the three children. And following that, you guys then began to make your way back to the village of Borovia, licking and cleaning your wounds as you went. Like I said last time, right now it is about 8 in the morning, and the sun is still just in overcast at the moment.
What is it overcasting?
The sun.
The town.
Well, I mean, like, it's behind clouds and stuff. You can't see the sun. It's greatly obscured by like layers of cloud.
Then how do we know it's there?
Ah, the strife.
Because you can kind of make out the sun through clouds.
Having never seen the sun before in my life.
Never, not even once.
You are from fucking UK.
So yeah, you guys have made it out of the house with Irina, who you helped save in the basement, and then you also have the dog Lancelot as well. It's gonna take gonna take about maybe like 15 minutes to get back to the village from where you are, just by walking. Do you guys have any thoughts about what happened with the manor as you guys were walking down the road?
Never trust children.
Still haven't found Gertruda.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm pretty sure that the evidence is very clear. I mean the evidence in game too. I mean, I think the evidence is very clear based off the time shit going on in there, how long some things have been there, how long this cult had been going on. I don't think Gertruda ran away like today.
well, yeah, no, it's been like 2 weeks. We know that.
I think it's been longer than that. I think
this is an ancient dog then.
Well, I just generally think that this lady that sent us to find Gertruda is batshit insane.
Yeah, but we've got Gertruda's dog, who's still alive.
I mean, you also spoke to the dog, and the dog mentioned looking for his master.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Oh wait, no, never mind.
And this dog doesn't look like it's an ancient, does it?
No, it actually looks it's a little older than a puppy, but not like, it's like about like you can probably guess it's around like maybe a year or two.
Here's my thing though, this dog was looking for its master, and that means it was not with its master. We don't know that the time that Gertruda was there and the time the dog were there were the same time.
I think we did.
Disagree.
So yeah, I mean, if you guys want, you can talk to the dog. You still have speak with animals probably. If someone has a spell slot.
Yeah, I mean, I can do it at will, so.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I just need a spell slot for that.
I mean, yeah, if you want to ask the dog questions, you can as you're walking.
So I'll ask the dog how long he's been there. How long it's been since he left.
Master left home several days ago. Follow sent out of town. Thought maybe she went inside open house. Door trapped. Stuck there for days? Not sure.
Hmm.
And you have to be aware that this is also a dog-sensitive time as well, probably.
Yeah. I think dogs are like cats and they go to sleep like whenever they feel like it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I need to make sure of that, like,
Yeah.
because I don't fucking know about dogs.
No, yeah, dogs will sleep whenever they want to, really.
Was there anything else that you would notice when you were looking for your master?
Did you cast Speak with Animals as well?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Master was restricted in home. Me and her
Do you know-
locked in room.
Do you know why?
No. Mother of Master. Protective.
So you said you smelt her out of town. Do you know if it was specifically in this direction, or?
Yes. Haul it out in by the farms. Then smell. And you can see him sniff. Gone. Like, up in the air.
And then the smell went up, or the smell just faded?
He points up with his nose into the air.
I don't know this land too well, but there are creatures that do kidnap travelers from the road via aerial measures. I know that much from the Sword Coast. But as a player, I can't remember what any of them are called.
Well, I doubt there's another strange house in the sky, no less.
But let's not make assumptions now. For a house falls on top of us.
Yeah, as you guys continue to walk, eventually you make it back to the village. And as you guys enter the village, you guys can see Ismark and Vasily walking out towards the outskirts of the town, towards you guys. And upon seeing Ismark, Irina immediately takes off before you guys, as does Ismark. And they run to each other and immediately hug each other as soon as they get close to each other. Vasily slowly walks up behind them with a small smirk on his face, seeing the siblings reunited. You guys are free to move your tokens whenever you want.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think, I'm pretty sure A's character did inform me about this part of the job, but they don't know who I am, so I would defer to the two who were in the tavern.
Oh, yeah. It was me and Lionel.
Don't defer to me. I forbade experiment.
Man whose name I do not know. I don't think.
Yeah, you know what?
I guess I think currently everyone knows my name. I know Monica's character's name, and that's it.
It's gotten confusing who knows my name and who doesn't. I'm just gonna pretend everyone knows my name.
I think I introduced myself to one person, but I don't remember who was the problem.
Oh, okay, we might know each other's name then. I know Monica's name.
Listen, I have to have said my name at some point during that adventure through the house.
Probably. No one asked me, so I just didn't say anything.
No, I'm pretty sure you did. You did, because I can remember specifically saying it in terms of calling you, like calling Lionel and Edmund as suspicious.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm pretty sure everyone knows my name.
I know everyone definitely knows mine because I'm the one who keeps introducing myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know Monica's character's name.
I am the edgy recluse where only one person knows my name.
Yeah,
Spooky, mysterious.
You can
It's not even my full name,
Uh,
or maybe it is, or maybe it isn't even my name. Really?
yeah, you guys can see Irina and is explaining to Ismark what had happened, and you can see him begin to sort of cry as well about hearing about what happened to their father. Vasily walks away from them and gives them time, and approaches you guys. Good job. So you guys were able to find Irina, no problem. What happened? You guys were gone for a couple hours.
Well, it was certainly a strange place that we found ourselves in. And I proceed to explain basically major parts of what happened in the house.
Okay. So it sounds like the Durst were some sort of cult, I guess.
It would appear so. A really gruesome affair altogether.
You know what the cult was for? He says, like, as he crosses his arms.
I think they liked eating corpses.
Nothing good, and that's all that comes from them.
I remember reading about there was some sort of famine that, hit the village of Borovia. But that was decades ago, maybe even centuries. Well, a job is a job, and with that he uncrosses his arms and reaches into his little coin purse and grabs a gold coin out and flicks it to Lionel.
I take it. Say,
You say?
I'm sorry. I literally my brain just turned off for a second there. I say thank you. Sorry, I don't know. My brain just stopped working.
No problem. I'm just glad you guys were able to find Irina, make sure she was safe. And I see you guys have a little companion there, pointing to Lancelot.
Yes, this is now our dog.
We're helping him find his real master.
Who is us?
Well, it's good of you guys to at least try to find them. Did he say who his master was? Maybe I might have seen him.
He's a dog. He doesn't speak.
It's a young girl named Gertruda.
Gertruda. As he he rubs his chin for a minute. I've heard the name before passing through town. Daughter of Mary, or Mad Mary as the villagers call her.
What would give her that title?
All her incessant crying these past week or two. And how she's a little, shall we say, protective, he says with quotes, air quotes. I've heard rumors that she locks her daughter up every now and again to keep her safe. But those are rumors.
Well, as far as we know, there was some foundation to those rumors.
You know, maybe she just got tired of being locked up and ran away.
That could be the case, but there are a few things that don't seem to click quite right.
If that's the case, then if we find her, we'll just tell Mary that she's alive. It would be good for her to know that, at least, rather than wondering if her child is... How you know?
That's true. I'm gonna escort Irina and Ismark back to their home. Ismark told me that once Irina was found, that he would be willing to offer his home to you guys for the day if you need to rest.
I'm sure we'd all much appreciate the offer.
When you get into town, it's just to the south. You'll find the Burgomaster's Manor from there. Should be easy to spot. Unless you want to come with us. Irina seems pretty shaken up about what happened in there, and perhaps you guys could give her some words of encouragement.
Yeah, definitely not.
Well, I'm sure I could at least make an attempt.
Oh, I'm sure one of you could give her words of encouragement. That's not Lionel's area of expertise.
So who wants to go to the manor now, and who wants to go later after doing some other stuff?
I don't know what other stuff there is to do, unless...
Nah, I can't.
I mean, you can go walk through town more if you want.
I don't know. After the strange fog and the strange spectral house full of immortal cannibals, I'm not feeling very curious about wandering around this unfamiliar place.
Yeah, I don't want to see Mary until I have like concrete news. So
Yeah.
which is the other thing that I have to do in town, I think.
So you want to just follow them back to the manor then?
Yeah,
Just take the time to rest?
yeah.
Okay.
Rest would be a good idea.
Alright.
Get my slots back.
As you guys walk through town and walk back to get to the manor, you guys eventually get there after a couple minutes, and what you're greeted with is not the best of sights. You can see that the manor is quite a mess. You can see the grass has gone overrun. Parts of the wall, the outer wall of the manor, have fallen apart. What looks like servant quarters over here to your left seem to be falling apart as well. And you can see that all the windows of the manor are boarded up.
You cut out for me. Did you say servants' quarters?
Yeah, the servants' quarters to your left over here, they look to be run down.
Okay.
And then every window that you can see on the house seems to be boarded up. Ismark takes Irina and kind of hustles her inside quickly. Vasily looks to you guys and follows suit. You guys are free to move when you want.
Yeah, I guess I am. Oh yeah, dynamic lighting. I forgot about that.
The entrance is right here.
Okay.
And I'm just taking a look at the servants' quarters real quick. Is it just boarded up and I can't get in it?
There's a door right here.
Can I open it?
Yep, it's not locked.
Yeah, it sure is empty. Is there actually anything in here?
What you can tell, it looks just like a disheveled room. Nothing really of interest in here.
Okay.
Oh, did everyone already go inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go inside here.
As you guys enter. Oh yeah, here, Azoth, here's your raven if you need him.
Maybe Azoth wants to leave the raven outside.
No, he stays on my shoulder.
Okay.
While that's going on, Wilfried is going to take Ismark tells Wilfried that he can take Edmund's horse around back to a stable, so that's where he'll be taking Wilfried for the time being. And Edmund will be attending to the horse as well. But only Renaud will be inside with you guys. Alright, entering inside the manor, you find the opening room. The glass to the window you can see broken glass from the windows on the ground. You can see a small fireplace with a bare rug and a couple of old and kind of unclean chairs sitting in front of the fireplace. And you guys can see that there's quite a few lights on at the moment, so it definitely seems like people are still living here. Hello?
Why is
Okay.
the glass broken?
Did you ask that question, or is
Looks-
it just you asking
Yes.
out of character?
No, I'm asking that question.
Ismark looks to you. We've had, some upset villagers come by lately and shatter the windows.
Have they done anything else?
No. Mostly just throw things at the house, break a few windows, so I've decided to border them up.
Why are
What
they upset?
reason?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask why would they be upset?
Hold on, let me take Irina upstairs to her room so she can rest for a moment, and I'll be right back. She's gonna head upstairs.
Alright, well, he's upstairs. Let's start looking for clues.
Seems like an awful lot of glass breaking for just some people throwing rocks at a house.
Are the windows boarded?
Yes, all the windows are boarded.
I mean, if you look right here, like every window is broken.
I'm just making sure that what we see on the map reflects on what's actually the case.
Yes, every window is boarded up with planks of wood.
Okay,
and also every window just has broken glass, which is like.
Does the wood look as if anyone's attempted to pry it off or like damage it?
From the inside, no.
What outside? Wait. How's it look from the outside?
Looks fine.
Okay, someone's tried to bust through it. Making sure we get walked into a siege.
And after you guys are done examining, eventually Ismark does return. Apologies, I just want to make sure my sister is okay. Please, follow me into the dining hall. I can explain everything there. We all can have a nice seat there. Entering into this room, you guys can see another boarded up window in the top left corner. A harpsichord is in front of it, another fireplace to the right, and a fairly nice clean table. You can definitely see some crumbs here and there if you look close enough, but for the most part, the table seems pretty clean.
Are there any doors against this wall?
There's a door right here, yes.
Ugh. Are there any doors in this room?
In this room over here, all you can see is a library with two old chairs, a broken table, and more boarded up windows.
But there's no exit out from this room, right?
No.
Okay, cool. We'll sit here.
Yeah, once everyone has taken their seats, Ismark looks at everyone. Alright, so, what did you wish to know?
Why are the villagers upset with you?
Ismark kind of rubs, like, an extra little tear that had fallen down from his face. Apologies. My grandfather, he did something that, upset the villagers quite extensively. He tried to lead a rebellion against the lord of this land, and by doing so, he brought the Lord's wrath upon us for, rebelling. And for that, our village has been punished thus since. My father has done his best to repair the damages as best he could, but sadly, the villagers are still quite upset after all this time.
I'm just rolling insight just to see if that's all correct.
He doesn't seem to be telling any lies as far as you can tell. But you also don't have any knowledge of this land yet, so you wouldn't even know if he's lying or not. But just looking at his body, like how he's acting, he doesn't seem to be like looking around nervously or anything.
You know that I mean, you can still know nothing, but know someone's lying, given from either their body language or how they present themselves. Especially considering that you greeted us earlier, so
Yeah.
like you can already get an idea of mannerisms.
Yeah, just by how he's acting, you can tell that he's not lying as far as you can tell.
I'm judging by the fact that he's sitting here alive as the descendant of his grandfather. I assume this rebellion succeeded.
No. Like I said, my grandfather failed,
Oh, I missed that part.
and thus the village has been punished because of it.
Now,
Yeah.
Villagers
it the
blame my family for
was it the lord of the entire country, like Borovia, or just the local area?
the lord of this nation, Borovia.
Wow, you're still alive? Okay.
Yeah, you would think someone like that would kill the entire line, right?
He did not. The lord of this land did not deem to wish such a harsh punishment, even after so much blood had been shed. Thus, he decided that heavy sanctions were due, and taxes were increased greatly. Thus, the people of Borovia, of the village of Borovia, have been dealing with higher taxes. My father has tried to cover some of those taxes with his own personal wealth, but that's a little bit, and elevate the taxes for his people, but people are still quite upset with us.
Do you have an idea on how many people were here before and after the rebellion?
From what I can remember of the census, there was about 800 people. Now there's about 600 or so.
Hmm.
Quite a few people were charmed by my grandfather's charisma and were rallied behind his cause.
And why did he think he could beat your lord?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was because he felt pride or if he felt something could be done, change was needed, but he wanted to fight back against what he believed to be tyranny.
If your family's so hated by everyone around, why haven't you just left?
My father and myself included, we believe that we feel responsible for what happened to these people. We need to make it better for them. We can't just up and leave them to their fates.
Judging by the broken windows, they don't exactly seem like they want your help.
It's true, but I want to still help them as best I can.
Also, given from the fact that how many people here have dropped by probably 200 or more, who knows if those taxes are repayable or not, or at least in a timely manner.
Hmm.
But you haven't really told us who is your lord.
The Dark Lord, as the people of Borovia call him, well, his true name is Strahd von Zarovich, but many people believe by saying that name, you're empowering him by saying that, so many people within this land call him the Dark Lord, or the Dark One.
Well, that sounds way more empowering than my saying their actual name.
I know that name.
I mean, that was from the from the letter, and also that that one person told us saying the name brings bad luck.
Yeah, so at this point we can infer that he's someone important and people fear.
Well, he's the most important, from what it seems
Most
to
people
be.
here in Borovia call him the Devil. And
some
some people believe by saying his name that you are drawing his eye upon you and that he can see everything that you do.
It's quite difficult to imagine one person holds that much power.
You'll be surprised with some kinds of magic.
Thus, I will, if you require me to speak of him, I will be referring to him as the Devil, if that is fine with you.
Sounds fine by me. If you want to say something more insulting, you can go right ahead.
I'd rather not. You never know.
Mm.
Anyway, I've been wanting to ask you questions. You're obviously outsiders. Where'd you come from?
A carriage.
I really don't have a set place where I live.
A small village to the north of Neverwinter. You wouldn't have heard of it. I'm afraid.
Neverwinter. Never heard of that town before.
Neverwinter. I never went there.
That's certainly strange. It's one of the largest cities on the Sword Coast.
The Sword Coast. What's the Sword Coast? I've never heard that before.
Seems that Coach Wright took us further than.
Have
Couldn't
you
traveled that far.
have you ever heard of the spell blight?
The Spellblight? No, I've never heard of that. Is that some sort of disease?
No, just never mind.
Had to remind myself what the spellblight was.
Well, I once resided in the Feywild, but since then I've become more of a traveler, so I have no set place myself.
Do you happen to know any history of like anything before I guess this town was founded?
I have some books here and there describing history of this land that we live in, but I don't know of these places you speak of, though.
Hmm.
This is all very suspicious.
Yes, quite.
A strange land living in its own little bubble.
I mean, with some rural communities, it can be like that, but this seems a bit different.
Far more than rural.
Exactly.
Well, if you don't mind me asking another question, what brings you here to Borovia?
Business.
Business with who?
Not quite sure myself.
I honestly can't remember.
If you were, everyone here would know this. You guys came here because of a woman, of a crone in your dreams calling you here.
What I meant by not quite sure myself is I don't know who this crone is.
No, I was asking that for Monica.
Okay.
Oh, I've got something to say then. So, it's called here by two sources, though the one that was more important to me was the god that I served asked me to come here.
You serve a god? Which one is that? Is it the Morning Lord?
No. It's the Raven Queen.
A Raven Queen. Never heard of that god before. The only god that's worshipped around here is the Morning Lord and someone of the damned Mother Night.
Well, she isn't too worshipped back on the Sword Coast either, but to keep it short, I suppose the best way to describe her would be as a god of the dead.
That's Vasily looks over to you. God of the dead or god of the undead?
the dead, specifically. Undead and her do not mix well, which is how I came to find her.
Vasily just nods at that answer. And then Ismark speaks up. Strange lands and strange gods. You are quite an interesting group of people.
We can say just the same in this strange place with strange people.
True, I guess. But, so you come here to do business with someone you don't even know? Did you give directions? Maybe I could help you find who you're looking for. I'd be more than happy to help after you've saved my sister.
I know we've been told where to go, and I forgot to write it down.
Zare Falls.
That's it. How do you spell that?
T-S-E-R. It's like Czar, but with an E.
Okay, so Zar Falls. We are going to Zar Falls.
Zar Falls, that's not too far out from here. It's to the west. You follow the road west of here, as if you're heading to the other town of Valaki, and you'll eventually come upon it.
What's in the town of Valaki?
It's the biggest town that I know of here in Borovia.
Anything strange happening there as well?
Not that I can hear of. My father kept tabs with the Burgomaster of Kresk and Burgomaster of Valakia, and they were all good friends, and he never described anything of being out of the ordinary when he read his letters. But yeah, if you're looking for the Zare Falls, they're not too far from here.
Well, that's certainly good to know. Our destination is slightly more clear.
What else is in the immediate area that you could tell us about?
There were the farms and such you passed through on your way here, to the east. To the west of here, as I said, just the road that leads to the Zare Falls, and past that towards Valaki. North of Valaki is the Lake Zarovich. And then he looks out the window behind him. You can he motions to come to the window that's boarded up. And if whoever comes over, he then like points out the window, and if you can see, just barely up there, you can see the very tops of Castle Ravenloft. And as he points to like a massive mountain that sits behind to the north of the village. And after pointing out the castle, he then returns to his seat.
Is the castle abandoned, or?
No, that is where the devil resides.
We're that close?
Oh, don't get all paranoid now. And then now our little Craven.
Craven, who was the first one to start running when the building started falling down?
Definitely not me.
Wasn't me either.
Whoever was the last was certainly a fool.
But yeah, if you're heading to the
strong enough to hold up a building on our backs.
Everyone looks at the Raven.
if you're heading to the Zare Falls, if you're just at a walking pace, you should be there within the hour.
Ooh, after all that fighting, an hour's walk sounds like a really far walk.
Oh, I wouldn't. That's why I'm inviting you to stay the night here. I don't want you going out today. You can take the day here to rest, as long as you need.
Thank you. That's very much appreciated.
Yeah, most kind.
Is there something bad about nighttime?
It's best not to... Well, I mean, it's currently the daytime right now.
Hmm.
But, it's best not to, wander the roads at night. Wolves are common in these lands and are known to prey upon people that are not defended well on the roads.
Yes. Quite kind of true anywhere.
Typically not smart to travel by night in most cases unless there's a dire need.
Speaking of needs, there is something that I need to do. I do need to go see the priest for a moment to, help me get a burial for my father. There's sadly no body, so it'll be a closed casket, I guess. But, I will be heading out for the time being. Feel free to, stay here for as long as you need, or head out into town if you need to. I'm going to go, speak with your friend outside with the horse, and ask him to come with me to go visit the priest. He seems like a man who, seems somewhat respectful of the gods. Perhaps he can help convince him, help devote a funeral to my father.
Best of luck to you.
He gives you a nod and gets up from the table. If, and before he leaves, oh, if you need, food, I have two servants, Lois and Helga. They are fine cooks. If you need a meal or a drink, let them know. And with that, he departs from the building.
Soon as he's out of sight, I'm going to go into this room here.
Okay.
Look for any papers or letters or anything they may have left sitting out.
You don't see anything that stands out.
Hmm. I'm gonna go through this door here.
That door, okay. Inside you find a kitchen. You can see an older man cleaning off a cutting board, and then a woman sitting by the fire cooking sitting in front of a cooking pot. As you open the door, they look over to you. The older man looks to you. Ah, hello there. You must be one of Ismark's guests.
Yes, I clearly am lost. Apologies for bothering you.
Oh, no worries. You're fine. If you're hungry for food, we'll have lunch ready within the next 2 hours.
He literally just says, and then walks out.
Okay. As you walk into the room, Vasily looks behind his chair. Where are you going?
I'm looking.
Or what?
He doesn't elaborate.
That's when Vasily gets up from the chair and takes after you. What are you doing?
Do you just sit around in rooms full of broken glass and stories of hated, angry peasants and not make sure everything's safe?
This is my friend's home. I assure you that we're safe as we can be here.
My looking around will confirm that.
Now I see our little paranoiacs busy marching around.
Alright, well...
My character kind of mumbles that to everyone else at the table.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna take some time to get some reading in. If you need me for anything, let me know. He's gonna go over to the stairs and take a seat at the stairs.
The library was behind us, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Right over here.
Let's go looking at some of the books then. What do you got for me? What these books got me? Let's hear.
You find a handful of different books. One book, you find a couple books on economics, a couple books on farming, a couple books on noble courtesiness.
Anything else?
You find a small history book.
What does the history book say?
It says the history of the village of Borovia.
Okay.
If you just decide to just kind of trim through, it talks about the founding of the village of Borovia after it was taken over by conquest by Strahd von Zarevich, and was rewarded to the house of Kolyanovich.
And that would be that'd probably be the people who own this manor then?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else? Just keep walking me through what's going on in the book.
Goes over how the village suffered a short famine about a century after it was reestablished. After weathering the famine, new plants and stuff were beginning to be planted, stuff that didn't require sunlight. And then it kind of just goes over the heads of the family of the Kolyanoviches.
Anything unique about any of them?
Nothing really seems to stand out to you besides a short description written of Ismark's grandfather. I have it written down here. 1 second. Yevgeny.
Are you referring to Afghani?
Yevgeni.
Okay, that. I think that might be more of a like Romanian or South Slavic way of saying Afghani.
Yeah. Talks about how he led a failed rebellion against the Lord of Borovia.
And that's it. Nothing.
And then,
no other details.
And then just short little descriptions of Ismark's father, and then that's it.
Okay.
And then there's also at the very end of the book, there's also a drawing of the town of Valaki.
Okay.
And that's really it.
Okay, puts the book away. Anything else?
You find like 2 or 3 children's books, just collections of fairy tales and whatnot.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I'm looking through something while I'm tabbing through. What wasn't it called? The Spellblight was the event where like magic was kind of like bad for like a good like few decades.
Yeah, the goddess of magic was killed, and so the spell plague happened for a minute.
Oh, it was called the Spell Plague, or was it called the Spellblight? Because I was trying to look it up just to make sure I was like remembering stuff.
Pretty sure it was
on
the spell
Okay.
plague.
Yeah, it's Spell Plague, not Spellblight.
Yeah, and
By the
then
way-
until she was reborn, magic was kind of all fucky on the on the material plane.
Yeah, this isn't even the third time that this has happened. By the way, this is
Pretty much every
Yeah.
time a new edition of D&D comes out, this happens.
Oops.
this is
Yeah, no,
happening.
I was trying to remember when the last one happened.
It was about, I think it was about 90 years ago. I can't remember when I can't remember when it started.
Oh, was it Time of Troubles?
I believe so.
They're about 100 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, I was trying to remember like when it was, because
I'm assuming this and Avernus canonically take place about the same time. So yeah, about 100 years.
yeah, because I'm fairly certain what's it called I'm fairly certain it ended in the 1470s.
Okay, it happened in 1385. It is currently at least back on your plane, it was the year 1491.
Okay, so it's 1491, and it happened which year?
1385.
Okay. You know, I'm just making sure I have like some dates in order.
Well, that's when it started. It went on for a good.
Yeah,
it
no.
didn't until 1395.
You know, I'm just making sure.
It went on for 10 years.
Ooh.
Well, wasn't there another one that went on between another time?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Because I'm pretty sure there was a one that happened in between the stuff before 5th edition, or the stuff that happened during 4th edition and whatnot. Yeah, we'll figure it out later.
Yep. Yeah, there was probably some funky shit.
I checked the piano to make sure it's a regular piano.
Harpsichord.
There's no, the harpsichord?
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
I check it to make sure it's a normal harpsichord and not like a heavy-hitting compartments.
No, after looking up and down, you don't find anything.
I play some little tunes on it just to make sure it's really working.
Give me a performance roll.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I actually have performance points. Ooh, this could be good.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Shit. He's jamming.
You've never really touched instruments before too much in your life, but for some reason, after that eventful evening in the Durst Manor, somehow you feel more alive when you begin to play this harpsichord.
I like to think that even though he's not been experienced with the harpsichord, his former profession, without going into detail, had him around people who played them before.
Yeah, you've certainly seen it been played before, so you were able to mimic some of the hand motions. Pretty accurately, too. And you make a nice little tune here.
It seems to be in working order.
Is there anything you're looking for, Belle?
He's looking in the library, seeing if there's anything on the geography of this place.
You find a geography on the village of Borovia, and it's and the farmland, but that's as far as it goes.
Okay. That was his main thing since they were mentioning the land being a different land.
Okay, just going back to the semantics that we were talking about earlier. As far as what I'm looking at, it says 1395, but then it also says it didn't technically really end till 1480. But it seems to be it came and went every 10 years or whatever, so. It's just that it kind of really, really ended in 1480. But going back to the game.
The Spell Plague ended in 1395, but magic wasn't completely fine until 1480 because Mr. didn't come back until.
Yeah. Which technically effectively ended it. Or at least that's what the wikis are telling me. But yeah, going back to the game.
Yeah, she didn't return until 1480. So yeah, is there anything else you guys wanted to do in the house? You guys are free. You guys also are free to leave if you want, or you can rest if you want.
I don't know. I do want to check the exterior of the house before I go to bed.
Okay, feel free to take a look around.
I specifically want to walk the outside of the fence line here.
Okay, go ahead.
And he's looking for any signs of any recent disturbance. Anything like...
You find, like I said, the wall seems to be in disrepair. Like where you're passing right now, you can see the wall is pretty heavily damaged.
He's more looking less at the wall itself and for any signs of, like, maybe someone had been near the wall recently. Footprints, anything suspicious.
Roll me investigation.
Okay.
Wow.
While following the wall around, you don't really seem to notice any footprints until you get to about here.
About where?
Here.
Wherever you're...
Oh. Oops. Here.
Oh, okay.
You find a... You find a straight line of what looks like humanoid feet. Looks like to be in some sort of pair of shoes. Coming up to where this broken wall is, and then just goes there, and that's it.
I don't see it going more towards the house or even going back into the woods.
Nope.
That's suspicious. Guess I should I'm gonna investigate this area a little bit more, see if I can figure out where that person went.
Yeah, people here in the library, you guys can see Lionel through the cracks of the wooden planks outside fiddling around.
You literally see him on all fours.
What are you doing?
Crawling around.
And he's acting like an animal.
Looking for something.
Oh, he's moved away now. He's on the outside of the wall.
How tall is the wall?
It seems to be about 5 feet.
Could I hop over it? Realistically?
There's a well, the stone part's about 3 to 4 feet, and then there's a steel part on top of it, and that gives it about 5'7" or so.
So
Having noticed him, I kind of want to follow after him.
what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the footprints, and I'm going to backtrace the footprints.
Okay.
See where they lead me.
Belle, as you real quick, as you run through the lobby, you see Vasily reading a book on the staircase. Roll me perception as you're running past,
Alrighty.
or walking past, depending how fast you wanted to go. Check out what he was doing out the side.
Yeah, I'd just mostly be walking.
Rolling perception, you can see that Vasily is reading a book that actually the author is one you recognize quite well. The book title is called Van Richton's Guide to Vampires.
Oh.
He doesn't seem to pay you any mind as you walk into the room.
It's immediately gonna catch his attention from what he was going to do. Ah, I'm familiar with that author. I'm surprised that a book of his could make it this way, though. Considering how closed off this land seems.
Oh, this, I bought it from a traveling member of the Vistani.
Ah, that would make some sense. Tell me, what has piqued your interest in such a book?
It allows me to study my enemy.
Enemy? Looking to go hunting vampires?
You could say that.
Well, if you're willing to talk more about it sometime, I'd love to hear more, but for now I need to go trail a certain someone.
Of course.
And I'm going to go out and try and follow Lionel.
Okay. Azoth, what have you been up to? What's Marcus been doing?
Yeah, I've taken off my cloak and I've been fixing the tears that came from getting eaten for a little bit. And I've
Okay.
just been kind of trying to process the information. But that's more like an internal thing.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, fun.
Might want to meet my friend. As you're sitting there, working on your cloak, Reynald looks to you. So, you worship the Raven Queen?
That I do, and I believe I saw you with a symbol of Lathander?
Yes, Lathander is what he has.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't sound as questioning in character.
Okay, sorry. I didn't know if that was you trying to remember or not.
That was me trying to remember in real life, but it's only been like an hour, I think.
Why do you worship such an evil god?
Evil? I'm not sure what you mean by that. She and Lathander, I believe they see eye to eye in quite a lot. And Mist, if you're not sure what I'm referring to with that, Lathander fucking hates undead.
Oh, I know. I figured he did.
Yeah.
She employs undead for her work. How's she not evil?
There is quite a difference between the mindless drones and the greater undead.
I'm back.
Oh,
What I miss?
We're having a religious debate.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, Reynald worships Lathander, the god of light and rebirth. And then he's talking to Marcus here, who worships the Raven Queen, the goddess of death.
Wait, I don't think the Raven Queen does use undead.
pretty sure not.
No, yeah, no, because she's from the Shadar Kai, so...
Supposedly she does. There are some undead that her services employ. I think if I recall, he uses like skeletons and stuff that complete tasks that are like, you know, but if it's something like a lich, or if it's someone who's trying to escape death, it's something she hates.
Okay, cool. So I do actually have a response then. So
yeah, if it's like it's been known that like her servants will use like skeletons, you know, like to do minor shit here and there. But if it's like a lich or a vampire or just someone that's using undeath to get out of dying, that's something that she cannot stand.
Yeah, whilst quite distasteful, animated skeletons aren't quite undead. They're more akin to a golem. No soul is involved, I believe.
You're still desecrating that of a corpse. The Morning Lord shunned such things.
Okay, I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Religious debate
Yeah.
between Reynald and Marcus. Because Reynald just found out that Marcus worships the Raven Queen.
Yeah.
And now he's about to storm Jerusalem. It's getting messy.
Oh boy.
a corpse is not really anything, as I see it. It, with no soul, it is the same as this chair that I'm sitting on, or this table that we are sitting at. What is despicable about the undead is the damage it does to the soul. The body doesn't really matter, does it?
The use of any undead is unforgivable. Whether it's that of a corpse or desecrating that of the soul.
Yes, and animated corpses, whilst colloquially referred to as undead, aren't quite undead. In the same way that a spectral skeleton is just an illusion cast by a wizard. It may take the form of an undead, but it is not itself undead.
Well, whatever you choose to believe in. If I so much as catch you raising skeletons, I will strike those skeletons down, or whatever corpses you decide to animate.
And I feel you're just... I feel we won't actually have any problems then.
Good.
Even were I to have the desire to raise skeletons myself, such a task is beyond me.
I'm just gonna roll my religion just to be sure if I remember everything that's being discussed here.
Oh yeah, you know the Raven Queen, you know
Yeah,
Lathander.
The Raven Queen hates undead.
They both hate undead.
Yeah, they both hate undead. But the thing is that like the Raven Queen, like isn't the Raven Queen just like kill them all?
No. As I said, she will employ like skeletons and stuff that don't have like.
Okay.
I'm being like a very semantic asshole with what I'm considering undead.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually,
I mean, that's what the Raven Queen does. She's like, if it's a skeleton, it's like whatever. You're not, desecrating the soul or anything. It's just a body.
Yeah.
It's just a pile of bones. If it's a lich or whatever trying to escape death, and then trapping souls to then create like undead constructs, that's something she has a problem with. If a soul is not dying and going to her, there's a problem there.
Okay, so if it is just if it's just the physical object, it's
Well, yeah.
it's
So like
fine.
a skeleton is kind of just like it's
Yeah.
basically
just
like a
bones.
very more golem. While
Yeah, the golem. Yeah, the golem comparison is
It's
very
a calcium
good.
golem.
Calcium golem, yeah.
whilst
Vitamin D
like
golem.
Yeah.
whilst a lick or
Golem-less.
a ghoul or
Yeah, like what you guys found in the manor at those gas. Those are beings that are trying to escape death.
that's vile.
Yeah, and that's something the Raven Queen cannot stand. After that, Reynald will get up and go to the other room and sit in front of the fireplace. Cutting outside for a second. Alright, so Lionel, you're looking around in the woods?
I literally have turned to face the house, and I am stepping backwards onto each footprint to retrace the steps.
Eventually you head out until you get to about here is when the footsteps seem to end.
So they start here, and they end here, and I don't see anything of where the person who made them may have gone.
Nope.
Extremely suspicious.
A little bit.
When I see When I see what he's doing, do I notice the tracks?
Yeah, oh yeah, easily. You're a
You-
ranger.
you-
You're a ranger. You obviously do.
Yeah.
You literally see Lionel do the exact same thing, like, 4 times. Retracing the steps. I knew this place wasn't safe.
These are certainly strange tracks.
There's devilry at work.
Or a very, some magic trickery at work. Or someone very good at covering their tracks.
Or
At
something
least to a point.
Or something that can leave the ground without... something that could fly, perhaps. But if it
Possible.
could fly, why would it land there, walk to here, and then take off again?
Maybe it needed a breath.
We must find more clues.
Well, is there anything else you've picked up on?
No, but this can't be all there is. Perhaps a more thorough search of the outside will find further evidence.
Alright. How longer do you guys decide to stay up? I'm gonna go ahead and skip along a little bit.
What time is it when we started doing this?
It was about 9, and I'd say about now it's about, after all that talking and looking around, I'd say it's about noon.
I'm gonna spend a couple more hours trying to find more evidence like these footprints around the house.
Okay, give me another investigation roll. Do you want to help him out, A?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it as well to give it with the help action. Oh, wait, we don't...
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah, you don't need to do that. You just do it. Right, so you have advantage, Ryan.
Alright.
14.
Damn.
Good thing I had advantage, shit.
Looking around, you don't seem to notice anything too much beyond those tracks. Yeah, just those little mud prints, and that's really it.
Well, it's official. The evidence all points to one thing. Someone's gonna try to murder us tonight.
I feel like that's quite a stretch.
No. Feel it in my gut.
Well, I think you need to get your gut checked.
That also sounds like an attempt to murder me. Doctor,
I-
don't check guts, that's silly.
I think what you need is rest. Also, we just went through the wall.
We're just built different.
Yeah. Lionel, you also just, as you enter, you see Vasily continuing to read on the steps over here. Reynold is in front of the fireplace right now.
I'm gonna regale to him my discovered footprints.
As you approach, Vasily closes his book. Is there something that you need, traveler?
Your house is being spied upon.
This isn't my home. This is Ismark's house.
Seems like parsing hairs over what I just said.
And what do you mean by someone is spying on him or this house?
I have found footprints on the periphery leading up to the fence line. On the eastern side towards the broken fence. Someone was watching the house.
Really? Did you find anything else? Or...
No, whoever it was very good at covering the tracks.
Strange. Perhaps when Irina awakes and when Ismark returns, we can ask them if they've seen anyone around.
Until then, I suggest we bar the doors.
I would not do that yet, but I will take watch, though, as he puts the book in his little satchel and, takes his dagger out of its sheath and goes to stand by the door. I'll take first watch.
Oh good, he left the stairs.
I actually
Was
wanted
that
to...
your plan the entire time?
Don't go up there, he says, as you start to go up the steps.
I actually want to do something. I want to ask Marcus something while, like, I guess all this stuff was going on.
All right, what's going on in the dining room?
I want to ask Marcus something. So, how do you feel about everything that's happening right now and everyone else?
Hmm. Well, Belle seems normal. What would the word be?
Normal as this cabal is.
He seems to, at least. Bo and Edmund, they seem to be put together, at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one thing that at least concerns me more about Edmund, really. But I really don't want to talk too much about that.
Well, as for what's happening here, as I said, my god called me here, and judging by what we found at that manor, I can only assume there is a greater undead threat here in Borovia.
How so, and what do you think is the worst to come, then?
Well, as for why I believe this to be an undead threat specifically, well, if you've heard of my god, and well, specifically what I do in service for her is hunting down undead and sending them where they should go.
Yes, no, I can remember hearing the slight what would it be? Argument earlier.
As for what I believe it could be, well, I don't believe it's a lick. Just licks tend not to keep mortals around, as far as I know. Never dealt with one personally. But they tend not to view mortals as useful. They wouldn't. They'd have made these people slaves already.
So you're saying we should be cautious of the person who owns this manor?
This manor? No. No. As cautious as you are of anyone, but I don't believe they're too tied to why we were called here specifically.
Well, I would assume your reasons are, well, different from mine.
That could very much be the case, yes. We could all be here for different reasons.
Because I can say for certainty I was not sent here by the Raven Queen.
Oh. Also, going back to what it could be, the sun being somewhat blocked by what I assume to be magical means, that unfortunately could lend itself to being quite a few undead.
It'd be, of course, something that isn't hurt by the sun. Or something that can be hurt by the sun, I mean.
Yes, but unfortunately that is quite a broad range from vampires to shades.
Mm.
Quite a lot. Many of the spectral forms of undead are weak to sunlight.
I would assume you would know, you wouldn't have an idea on who this Strahd von Zarevich, or at least what kind of undead they would be then, maybe, if they are one.
Oh, assuming they are one, they'd have to be one that is aware, at least.
Mm-hmm. Well, how long ago did the history book say how long, like with the history book of Borovia, how long did it say, like when, like how long ago did like Strahd and basically the ancestors of this manor pretty much conquer this area? Miss?
It was quite a long time ago. Did not give an exact date.
Okay. Well, I did, from reading some of the books there, it did say that Strahd and the ancestors of this manor did once cooperate in taking this area. Does that help out with that?
Unfortunately, not all undead are immortal, so
He could be an elf who's just an evil wizard.
yeah.
He just doesn't like the
So-
sun. It gives him sunburn.
Well, I mean, he could still be creating, undead. That's why he has the sun thing, but he could still be just, evil and elf.
No, he's a drow.
Could be that.
Yeah, it could be an evil drow, yeah. Like, that's,
That would give a good reason why the
entirely
sun's blocked out, actually.
That is
Yeah.
actually still entirely possible.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus could come to that, actually. That'd be...
Yeah. Unfortunately, again, the only clue that we have is weakness to sunlight, and that's not even directly just related to undead. A drow wizard could be the source of this.
And it would explain his longevity if he is the same Strahd. People do name their children after themselves sometimes.
Yeah, or it could be an honorary title.
Yeah, or it
Yep.
might not even be the same Strahd. It could be a legacy name.
Mm.
The only clue that we have, I believe, is the sun,
The absence of sun.
which
I mean, it could just be a cloudy day today.
I mean, we haven't seen the sun like the entire time we're here, though, right? Like,
Right.
properly.
You've only seen it behind clouds.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say the clouds block it. Living somewhere where the clouds block the sun all the time is generally still very fucking bright.
Yeah.
In reality. I'm not even gonna like try to make a roll or anything because I know it's like a very broad range of what this could be.
Yeah.
Could be fucking anything at this point.
Yeah. One clue, all we know is I don't think it's a lick.
Well, if only Bell was in the room, he could add in what Vasily was reading to your investigation.
Well, also the come thing about it, in the house or in the Durst Manor earlier, did you see anything? I don't know. Well, what would be the best way to say it? Did you see anything that kind of drawn to you before we fought the I guess the cursed spirit of that deceased child?
Drawn to me. I don't believe so. What might you be referring to specifically?
Okay. Never mind. I was just I was just thinking because I saw something similar in one of the last parts of that basement. I saw something that really perturbed me, and I wanted to know if like if it was just a coincidence or something that went to anybody else.
All right.
Well,
You too cool if we go to the next thing?
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Because
Okay.
what I was just asking about was like the room that had like I think like the amber, the dragon egg, and like some of the other.
Oh yeah,
things.
the room that had all the items in it.
Okay. If you're referring to that, then yeah, I did see the claws, which I just. Oh yeah, no, because I did remark whilst we were there that it seemed like they knew we were coming specifically.
Oh yeah, I took that amber.
Yeah, I left the.
And I smashed the fucking egg.
So
yeah, that's what I was referring to. I didn't know if you remembered or not. That's
off the like, I had no idea what you were referring to.
okay. Sorry. I was being a bit cryptic there.
Yeah. Okay, so before we quickly move on, I'll just retcon that and. Oh. So if you're referring to what I believe you are, I did comment at the time that it seemed whoever set this up was trying you us specifically. If because I remember I recognized something with someone else's, but for myself I recognized the talons of a raven stacked up on a shelf. And then I can't remember what the things were, but I remember there was something that was very obviously, I think, for Edmund, or maybe.
Well, that's all I was wondering, because I remember I saw something that I guess was supposed to pertain to me, and well, that perturbed me a bit too much. I was just asking to see if to see if there was anything else that was for anybody else. Because it was also mentioned at the table that the lord of this place seems to actually no, I think maybe I should not refer to it as lord. Strahd here seems to know, or at least they say Strahd knows where people are and what people do.
It would seem strange that he would know our particulars so fast. Unless, of course, whatever the other thing that called us here is in line with him, though I can't think of why he would call us specifically.
I would not know either.
Regardless, I suppose we have our destination. We should get some rest before we need to set out.
Agreed.
All right.
That is us ending the scene so we can actually move on.
Yes.
That was good. Lionel, as you're getting ready to run up the stairs, Vasily tells you to not do that. What do you say in response to that?
Why not?
Because Irina is sleeping up there. We need to let her rest.
You expect me to believe there's only one room up there for people to sleep in?
Yes. No, I mean, there are multiple rooms up there, yes, but why do you need to go up there and bother her?
Who says I'm going to bother her? We're
Well,
supposed to rest. I'm going to rest.
You're acting like a maniac running around the house.
Who are you calling a maniac?
And while you're yelling, you hear some creaks on the steps as it sounds like something's coming down the stairs.
I look to see what it is.
And eventually you see it's Irina.
I look back at him and go, "Oh, good lord, you woke her up."
You can see that she is dressed in a fairly nice set of clothes, some black robes with a little bit of green, and she has a red scarf wrapped around her neck. Her long black hair goes down pretty far. I actually have a handout for this.
Oh,
Handout.
Yeah,
Oh, she's actually Strahd, guys.
everyone.
Oh man, she's the origami killer. Yep.
I don't know why my first thought with the scarf was the story of the girl who has the green scarf that her head comes off when you pull it.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Yeah, I really
No.
thought
No, that is very different.
Freaking like takes off her freaking shirt and she's got this massive fucking
yeah, what
like-
if the girl
like-
with the dragon tattoo was actually just a Yakuza story?
hell yeah.
Alright,
straight
sorry.
up straight up just has like the what was it, like the Castle Ravenloft like emblem on her fucking back, and it's like a big Yakuza tattoo.
So yeah, she begins walking down the steps with her hand on the railing. I was not woken up by anyone. I felt better after a couple hours of rest. What are you doing? She says, looking at you, Lionel.
I'm going to bed.
Your beds are down here.
Where?
There's a small room next to the kitchen that you'll be sleeping in. I assume you'll be staying there. We don't have any guest rooms. Beyond that.
Suspicious.
If you need to see upstairs, Okay. She walks further down the stairs to next to Belle. Your friend is interesting.
He's quite on edge. Would be a way to say it kindly. I don't blame him for a lot of the things we've seen on this day, but I feel as if he could relax at least a little bit.
So that manor was quite something. I hope to never live through that again.
One would hope, but I feel a lot of strange things, much like that, are soon to come, at least for us.
And after getting downstairs, she then sees Vasily with his dagger out near the door. Vasily, what are you doing? Oh, I was waiting for your brother to get back. I mean,
Ominous.
To murder him, of course.
I've been waiting for the man Lionel believes someone is watching this house and asked me to keep an eye out. So I was being ready for anyone suspicious approaching.
Why are you listening to the paranoid schizophrenic?
It's a good point.
Vasily, I'm pretty sure everything's okay. If there is someone watching this house, I don't think there's anything to worry about. Just put the knife away and just keep a lookout if you really have to, though. I don't need my brother coming into the door and seeing you with a knife raised at him, right? She gives him a light smile, and Vasily just nods and puts his dagger away, and moves over to just lean out the boards. And then she comes out here. Where's my brother? I thought he'd be down here.
Where did he go again?
He went to the church to go ask the priest if he would conduct a funeral for their father.
Well, currently arrangements are attempting to be made to arrange a ceremony to put your father's soul at rest.
When you say that, she kind of just puts her hand on the chair and just sort of grips it for a second. I see, and I assume the man with the dragon on his chest went with him.
Yes, hoping your brother hoped to have him help negotiate with the priest.
I see. Hopefully they can convince Doru to put my father to rest. I've heard Doru's been going through some rough times lately.
I assume he's one of the many who were upset with your family.
No, I've heard his son tried to sneak off one night and and then he returned and got in trouble, and so his father's been praying for him. While you were looking around the manor we were in, she looks to Marcus. I remember you mentioning something about Gertruda. My memory's a little fuzzy at the moment.
Yes, we're currently attempting to search for her.
She disappeared quite some time ago.
Yes, and so far we don't have much in the way of leads other than her tracks disappeared quite suddenly in a strange manner.
She disappeared about a week ago. I hate to say it, but she's likely dead at this point. She hasn't returned. If she went out wandering into the wilderness, I can't imagine what happened to her.
Lancelot said her trail went up, as in towards the sky.
Yeah.
Up.
I just...
Actually, I come to think about it, where is Lancelot?
He's here, I just don't have his token on the lair. He's just been laying around.
Okay.
He's probably hanging out in the kitchen or something.
Damn, I can't
actually,
believe
when
Lancelot got eaten.
When Irina comes downstairs, Lancelot goes to greet her. Well, you say it went up? Doesn't make any sense. You can't fly. She doesn't have wings. Are you sure?
That's what Lancelot told us.
Wait, you talked to Lancelot?
Yes.
You have the ability to speak with animals?
To some
At
degree.
times.
Oh wow. I never thought I would meet someone that could talk to animals before. And
I wouldn't say
like
it's all...
Ismark, she kind of repeats the same questions of like, where'd you come from? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I answer them in the same way that I answered before.
Yeah, answer the same way as before.
Knowing that
From all
It's
over, not really important.
so that's going to be like when I answer
Place you've
questions about
never
where I'm
heard
from
of.
in real life.
Hi, by the way.
Hello.
Welcome.
Oh, you're here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were gonna get here till 11.
I said boo, and I've been talking in both the Discord chat and this chat.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it's perfect timing because I just had right at this time, Ismark and Edmund return from the church.
Sick.
Just to recap for you, Ed, while you were with Ismark, you went to go
Oh,
visit.
Azoth already gave it to me.
Okay.
It's all
I'm talking about what you did while you're on.
Oh, okay.
Just doing a quick little recap of what you did. You went with Ismark to visit Doru the priest, where after a bit of convincing, you were able to get him to agree to a small closed casket funeral that will be done tonight.
Okay. Yeah, no, turns out it wasn't actually a celebratory dinner, it was a sick punking from my boss and his friends.
Got 'em.
Because, me and my coworker's birthday are both in like a week.
Nice.
So he fucking duped us.
Aw, that's...
Yeah, so,
There goes the horse.
Oh no.
you missed Reynald and Marcus get into a religious debate while you were gone.
Oh, Azoth told me.
Okay.
I'm in the loop, man.
Didn't read the Discord.
Well,
no,
I,
he DM'd that
I
to me.
DM'd that one, Toby.
Oh, okay.
Did he DM you about my footprint adventure?
No.
He was tracking tracks like a maniac, and
So,
I
yeah,
just watched him.
Thanks to you, Marcus, you were able to convince, using your good sense of morality, you were able to convince the priest to concede into conducting the funeral, because it seemed like he just wanted to pray for his son.
When I looked around, I think, so, did you get up to much while I was away?
Ah, sir, no I did not. Had a conversation with Marcus, but we eventually resolved our differences.
Can you elaborate?
He worships the Raven Queen. Don't tell him I told you that.
Good men fly
And as
under
you know, I
different
worship
banners.
Lathander. The Raven Queen uses undead in her work. I just told him that if I see him raising the undead, I will not take kindly to that.
And while I understand where you're coming from, and I would disagree, but good men fly under different banners, and I feel like that's something you should take to heart.
Okay, I'll think about that.
Renaud will not think about that as like a telltale like pop-up pops up.
Reynald thinks you're pro Raven Queen.
Renaud
will not remember this.
that.
I've been thinking about how to phrase that since Azoth DM'd it to me. I saw it at like the 7-Eleven down the highway. I like good men fly under different banners.
Yeah, no.
Also, I'm like, I'm a little out of it because I did drink.
No, don't worry. I'm tired as fuck and drinking, so it's fine.
After the happy birthday thing, I just stole my coworker's beer and killed it.
Once you come inside, Vasily's gonna walk over to Ismark. Since you're
I'm just gonna take a seat.
Also, you use the horse to carry the coffin here, but actually no, there's no body. They didn't do that. Yeah, the coffin's gonna be there at the church. Vasily speaks to Ismark. Hey, I'm gonna head over to the church, make sure everything's all set, ready to go for when you guys get here. And he pats Ismark on the shoulder and heads out the door. And with that, Ismark enters the room. Irina, it's good to see you all awake. She just gives him a nod. I would like to thank your good friend here, Edmund. It was wonderful for him. Not sure if I would have been able to convince the priest to conduct his services. He really appealed to his sense of morality.
If I can get highwaymen to put down their knives, I can convince a priest to oversee a funeral.
No, that's you rescued my sister and you helped me out here. I owe you two quite a bit. Like I said, this house is yours to stay the night in as much as you need.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
And with that, well, since we're all here, we might as well have some food. I can smell Lois is finishing up right now. And as he says that, food is eventually brought out by the servant Lois and Helga. After a while, you guys are given some potatoes and some meat that doesn't look like anything you've probably had lately.
And,
In what way?
What is for this dinner or lunch?
Actually, anyone who's proficient in survival, you recognize it as wolf meat.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh.
I would know for sure. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Hey, dogs, let's go.
Lionel checks for any signs of poisoning or contamination before he eats.
You don't
My
you don't find anything.
Like my character, like my I'm trying to think of what I should do. Okay. No, my character like really just eats you know how like when someone's really hungry they eat something.
Yeah, just like scarfing it down.
Yeah.
Do you use the silverware that's given to you, or do you just go hands in?
Not hands in. There's a little bit of etiquette there.
Okay.
Like
What, potatoes and meat?
Asking what's
What
on the plate.
Yeah, what are we eating?
You're eating some lightly salted potatoes with wolf's meat that's been cooked.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll
Yeah.
just eat that shit with my hands.
Yeah, Belle doesn't really bat an eye and just eats normally. Pretty decent etiquette for a guy who's mostly in the woods.
There's a there's a little bit of etiquette there. If anyone pays attention and knows etiquette properly, you can see a little bit of stuff that's a bit like mishmash, like someone either forgot or it might be like an older style, but there's a little bit of etiquette being done here. For mine, even though like it is being like consumed.
Okay. Oh yeah, so also while you were your character was out of the house while this happened, Ed. Ismark explained how far where you guys were asked, like when you guys came here, you were going to go to the Zare Falls. Ismark told everyone that it's about an hour's walk from here.
Oh, that's not bad at all. That's nothing by horse.
Are you gonna taxi us over?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, well, just start walking and I'll just pick you guys up one by one.
It would actually take longer than just walking.
So yeah, as you guys enjoy the meal, it's pretty good actually.
Just
It's not
shove like
much.
whole potatoes into my mouth.
There's not like any seasoning or anything. It's just besides some salt. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. At least for those. If you've been forced to eat on the road, this is way better than what you've been having to eat on the road.
Ew.
For those of you who are used to fine dining, could be better.
For Edmund and maybe Lionel.
This is probably about what Belle is used to, just a lot better seasoned than he would normally do.
Food is food. It will fuel my crusade against the evil.
So
I'm gonna say this is probably better than what Marcus eats normally.
yeah. After you guys are finished with your food, Ismark then looks to Irina. All right, Irina. I need you to stay here. She's like, just looks at him like, what? What do you mean? For your safety, I want you to stay here at the manor while the funeral is being conducted. I'm going to ask our friends here if they have anyone who can stay to watch you in the meantime. I don't want anything to happen to you while you're at the funeral.
Reynold could take care of it.
Yeah, a point thing I'm point out, Ed, that since you weren't here for the description of the house, all of the windows on this house have been boarded up by wood.
Oh, I was wondering what that glass was.
Yeah, all the glass is broken because the village people are upset with this family because they're the people who like run the village. They're the burgomasters. So it's at least somewhat defendable because all the windows are covered up. She just looks to Ismark and to you. Alright, I'll stay here. Alright, good. I'm just worried about you after you were taken by those people in that house. I don't want you getting snatched away again. And with that, he cleans himself off. Alright, everyone go ahead and get a shorter little rest in, and we'll make our way over to the church here soon. With that, Ismark's gonna get up and go upstairs to get changed.
And after finishing my food, I'm going to just wipe my buttery, greasy gauntlets off on my I assume I got like a lap cloth or something.
You ate with your armor on? You didn't take your
Yeah.
You didn't take your gauntlets off?
I'm hungry.
I am also eating my armor on.
I mean, yeah, I assumed you would take off like the hand part.
Oh yeah,
Why?
Do
So
the-
someone can stab me in the hand?
I'm a warrior.
I do the courtesy of actually like taking off like my cloak and scarf and everything, and when I do that, you can see that Bell's like around his face. He has a lot of scarring, especially around his mouth.
Okay, I'm going to acknowledge that in a moment. But first, Ryan, what's your character called?
Lionel.
Lionel. I want to give Lionel like a nod of solidarity as we both eat fully clad in armor.
I just do 2 pounds on my chest and nod back.
And I'm going to look over the belt and say, clerics can fix up scars and stuff.
Not all
Right.
scars.
I mean, I don't know that.
Not all scars.
Oh, wow, okay, fine, fuck.
I think actually,
And, like, he doesn't really, like-
but that's fucking expensive.
He's just kind of like blank face and just eating, just not all scars, and just continuing to munch.
I'm just going to leave that be, because that seems like a touchy subject. But drop that like the fucking potato I just shoveled into my face.
Yeah. Once everyone's done, Ismark will round everyone up in the living area, and you guys will head off towards the church.
So did we get a rest?
Yes. Oh, short
Yes.
rest.
Oh, no.
Do paladins regain their spell slots on a short rest?
Nope,
No.
only warlocks.
So I
Wizard
still have,
got one.
so I still only have 1 spell slot left. That's
Yep.
great.
I only have
I
one.
like
as
my
well.
luck
I
back
thought
on
we-
short rest.
Oh no, wait, it
Damn.
leveled up like midway through the house. Never mind.
Yeah, and as you guys make your way to the church, it begins to rain, and thunder and lightning begin to crackle as the sun begins to set as well. You guys,
I cannot control my horse again.
oh, maximize it. Hey, don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Okay.
You guys see Vasily sitting under the small roof of the church here, reading his book once more. For Ed, since you weren't here, the book he is currently reading is called Van Richton's Guide to Vampires. And when Bell asked about it, he just said that he's studying his enemy.
Is that the Hexenhammer of Strahd?
I don't know what that means.
No.
It is the witch hunting book. It was in Yuppie, dude.
It's
Oh, right.
it's kind of okay. The best way I can say it's kind of like that, but specialized.
It's more of just like a research. It's basically just like, you know how like you'll find a book like, oh hey, guide to...
Oh, right, because vampires are like a thing in D&D.
A guide to tigers, guide to dogs, like that.
Right, there would just be a guide to vampires in D&D world.
A's character has a book similar to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just see him under the awning of the church steps, reading the book as the rain begins to pour down. Ismark hurries up through the rain to Vasily. Vasily looks to him. Coffin's already ready to go outside in the cemetery. We should probably go inside and speak to Dorul, let you guys know he's here. With that, Ismark will head inside. Are you guys just gonna stand there in the rain, or are you gonna get going?
Alright. I'm blanking. Are we just attending the funeral?
You're here to just oversee it, make sure everything goes okay.
I'm gonna stay out and watch.
Ismark's worried that the villagers might come up and try to like interrupt the funeral.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're gonna desecrate the funeral.
Yeah.
Are there whistles in D&D times? Is that like a thing?
Oh, no, what?
Whistles?
I mean, you can just
Well,
whistle.
yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, I
Wait,
can't
wait.
just whistle.
Dude, whistles
I'm going
have been
to-
around for like millennia.
Okay.
I'm just double checking to make sure there's no other entrances into the actual like church where the funeral's happening.
He said it's gonna be
Well,
back here in the cemetery. You find the coffin back there when you go back there.
Just our little history lesson here for the whistle. The first whistle apparently originates in China around 5,000 years ago.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, because it's just woodwind, man.
But what I'm asking though, Mist, is like, so is the funeral going to happen right here?
You can assume so.
So why is everyone going to the building?
I mean, you can go inside if you don't have to.
Well, I'm just saying because like, if I just want to know where we're guarding to protect this funeral from any possible angry villagers.
Set up where you want to.
I'd want to patrol around, which is why I'd like control of the horse, please.
All right, give me a second here.
I want to do laps around. Okay.
I put the wrong token on here.
You should know by now.
There.
Also,
I cannot click that one.
Mist, just so you're aware, inside the cemetery itself, there's a weird just line in the middle of the cemetery of like, maybe there's a wall there or something. Is that meant to be there?
Okay, there you go. What?
Like
We'll
if I'm-
point it out.
Like if I'm here, I can't see the other side of the cemetery. If I'm here now, I can see this side of the cemetery.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Oh, whoops. Yeah.
I
It's,
also just realized
that's a
is
good
it only
plan.
is it only showing the roof?
I'm going to
everyone else?
I'm going to swap it here in a second here.
Okay.
I will. So it's looking to me like there's only one actual entrance into the cemetery itself.
One regular entrance.
Yeah. I mean, if someone wants to jump the wall, I mean, well, we can't be prepared for that in a sense.
I want the roof to be like on the roof. Like,
Well, villagers are the main concern of storming, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna go through the gate. Because I don't think
Yeah.
they're gonna try and be sneaky about it if they're angry.
Belle,
Yes.
you're the more dexterous of the two of us. Could you watch the walls?
That was indeed my plan.
I can patrol the grounds on Jack.
I'm willing to help watch. I just can't stand guard at this gate.
Why not?
I can't.
I
I can't elaborate, but I'm not good at guarding doors, and that's all I'm going to say.
Wilfried's gonna stay in front of the church and just guard the front door.
I want to ask Wilfried to stay with me because I worry for his safety. He is but a man with a pike.
Okay.
I am just going to be in the building.
All right,
Okay.
Wilfried.
Since
If
you're
you see anything out of the ordinary, whistle like your life depends on it.
you got it, boss. Come on. Have you heard these lungs? I can yell as loud as possible.
No, I've seen you talk to the horses.
Hey, we're bringing that up again.
I don't understand why you're so embarrassed.
Wait, white women dating, but here's white
No!
boy dating.
No.
Oh,
So yeah,
Cease.
we're gonna cut inside to the building here.
yeah, miss. I'm not going to sit around and move my token, but I'm going to be. If I can just show you real quick what the.
No, I figured
patrol-
you were just gonna move around the outside.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I think I'll just.
So basically, I'm just sweeping back and forth.
Yeah, I figured.
I think,
So if you feel like I would see something, just let me know.
I got you.
actually, I think I will go inside as well. Let's be like right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand out front and I'm gonna have the Raven looking off to this side.
Oh yeah, Azoth, if you want, you can roll a short rest if you want.
I mean, I used both my hit dice before.
Okay. All right. So inside the church, you find some of the pews have been destroyed. Okay, yeah. So atop as you guys were approaching the church, atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports the mountain, stands a gray, saggy edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of weather and whatnot for quite some time, and a bell tower rises towards the back, and flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof. The rafters straying feebly against their load. And when you approach the doors, the heavy wooden doors are covered with just some scratches here and there. What looks to be about human-sized hands. Inside the hall, the doors open to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit, is lit by a couple of candles that decorate the walls on equal sides. You see that the chapel is strewn with debris, and you hear a soft voice reciting a prayer across the other side of the room. Right. You see a fairly somewhat pudgy, pale man. He looks to be in about maybe his 40s or 50s, dressed in the robes that you do not recognize for those who are somewhat religious, of the two of you. And he raises his head when Ismark approaches the chapel. Ismark, are you ready to begin? Yes, Father. I am ready now. Very well. Let us begin your service. With that, they walk past you two towards the outdoors. And with that, they begin making their way over here. As you guys step outside the door, Vasily looks to you. I'm gonna stay here by the front door, just to be sure. He closes his book and puts it away, and puts his hand on his dagger.
If something happens, you're by yourself.
Marcus is right next to him.
He may not be. Once he gets back from his pee-pee.
Once he gets back from his what?
He said, gotta BRB, need to pee-pee.
Oh. So yeah. Go ahead and put yourself wherever you want to be.
I'm just gonna stand next to the coffin.
My patrol continues.
Because the best spot for me is at the gate, but I can't stand there.
I'm standing around there in your place, watching from a bit afar.
Appreciate it.
Actually, I'm thinking about it. If I can watch from the window, there we go. That's actually better. Perfect.
So yeah, so the as they get out there, Ismark takes a great sword and places it within the coffin. You can probably assume maybe it was like his father's sword or something. After a couple minutes, the Donovich here begins to recite the prayer, and after a while, the body is beginning to be placed inside of the family morgue here. Not morgue. What's it called when you have a family that has a whole, they can all be buried in one spot?
Crypt.
Mausoleum.
Mausoleum, thank you, Yeah, you get the, is that placed inside the mausoleum, and Donovich then begins to recite the ending prayer when, Ed, at this point, where do you think you'll be, where you would be at this point? In your patrol?
How many minutes has it been?
I would say it's been about 15 minutes.
15 minutes, so on horseback.
'Cause it's just now getting ready to end.
15 minutes, I'd probably be here.
Okay.
Here-ish.
Okay. Belle, from where you are, you can see through the lines in the metal gate there that you see a carriage, a black carriage, driven by two dark horses being ridden up from the road over here. And eventually the carriage comes to a stop right here.
Oh.
And after a minute or two, Ismark and Donovich eventually hear the carriage stop, and anyone over here by the church can also hear it as well. It's a fairly loud carriage. Well, with the horses and whatnot. Belle, you see an elvish man step out from the carriage.
That is an elvish man.
He looks like a fucking prune.
It looks like Elrond.
He kinda does, actually.
Looks like who?
Black-haired Elrond, Lord of the Rings.
Also played the, like, Matrix guy.
Yeah. Mr. Anderson.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
This looks like Elrond with more wrinkles.
As the elvish figure approaches the gates, Belle, the man gives a slight bow. Well, greetings.
Oh, hello. And who might you be?
My name is Rohadun. My master has dispatched me here to give my regards to the Corleonovids.
Alright, well, you seem amiable enough. I see no reason not to let you pass.
Alright. Are you going to back up, or are you going to let him just walk in and get somewhat close to you as he has to go right here?
I'll let him walk in, but I'll keep an eye on him.
Hearing the carriage, can I rush forward, Mist?
Yeah.
And I come galloping down the road and stop short before I collide with this carriage. I'll position myself that I can just stare in the general direction of the crypt.
I'm going to use Edmund's being very loud just for trying to kind of non-conspicuously up closer to keep an eye on.
You see Vasily, like, kind of move up to this cart here. Take a look.
Get behind this tree like this.
As the elvish man approaches you, Belle, he pulls out an envelope. And as he gets closer to you, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, alright, I'm smart.
Alright. You don't take any damage from this, but you do hear, in your mind, you begin to, as he approaches you, you begin to hear the screams of thousands of people. It sounds like people are getting stabbed, being set alight. It just sounds like thousands of crying and screaming, but you're able to push it out of your mind just for the moment. And he hands you the letter. You have a good night. And after you take the letter from his hand, he immediately turns and heads back towards the carriage and gets inside. And the carriage begins to turn, and eventually, if anyone decides to stop it, heads on its way.
That whole time, Bella's uncomfortably quiet.
You can either... The letter is not marked towards anyone, so you can either read it yourself or go ahead and it is marked.
How is it sealed?
It is sealed with a bit of red wax with a symbol on it that you do not recognize. The symbol is that of a great raven with the backdrop of a castle on a mountain.
Would I have the, I guess, insight to connect that with Castle Ravenloft?
Not at this point, because you've not seen it from a good angle yet.
Ah, okay.
I will post the this symbol in the Discord.
Ooh, fancy.
So yeah, the choice is yours if you wish to open it yourself or give it to someone else.
Can I attempt to roll history?
I
Given
don't think
my,
you can say it.
I mean, I have some idea of nobility. Maybe I've heard of this.
I
at
mean,
some
I don't
point.
think you can see the thing because it's a letter that's in Belle's hand. And you're
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
like it's a small seal on a letter. Like,
Never
from,
mind.
like,
Yeah,
50
yeah,
feet
no.
away.
Yeah,
You're
this
totally
is
right.
this is all up to Bell.
I think Belle's gonna want to open it because it was handed to him.
All right. Through the rain, you're able to open the letter.
Oh,
And-
the finders keepers.
You find a decently written letter. Do you wish to read it?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want me to read it for you, or do you want me to post the text and you can read it yourself?
I can read it.
Okay. I will DM it to you.
Okay. Oh no. Hopefully not.
There you are.
Alright. Dearest Irina, it is with deepest grief that I learn of the death of your kind and noble father, and especially that it is affecting your young heart beyond all sensation. In the sad world of ours, sorrow eventually comes to all end. To the young, it comes with the bitterest agony, because it so often takes them unaware. Your elders no doubt have learned to ever expect it. I am anxious to afford some alleviation of your present distress. Perfect relief is not possible, except with time. You surely realize now that you will never smile again, is this not so? And yet it is a mistake. You are sure to be happy again. To know this, which is certainly true, will make you some less miserable now. I have had experience enough to know what I say, and you need only believe it to feel your heart warm once again. The memory of your dear father, instead of an agony, will yet be a sad, sweet feeling in your heart, of a purer and holier sort than you have ever known before. Please present my kindest regards to your afflicted brother. Your lord and master and love, Strahd von Zarevich. Upon reading that... Wait, do I have... Mm-mm. Alright. Well, I do have a torch that I would like to try and light and then try to get, probably what smolders considering, the weather. Try and get that close to the back of the seal and seal that again.
It takes a minute to light your torch, but in that time, anyone can try to approach you while you're trying to light this torch.
Do you need assistance, Belle? I'm just gonna yell.
Ah. No, I believe I'm, without need of a hand, but thank you.
I'll carry on with my patrol then.
Ismark is going to approach.
Gallop, 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 gallop.
What was that, what's that letter say?
It seems to be addressed to your sister.
Might I read it?
If you should feel the need, I won't stop you.
Alright, as you hand him the letter, he then begins to read it himself. Well, at least our Lord seems to have somewhat respect for my father and just as guard, so the courtesy is nice. He then,
But
you see him like look at the very bottom of the signature at the very end.
I assume there's a but to go along with that.
Something that's on my mind. I'll tell you about it when we get back to the manor.
Alrighty then.
Do you will you hand your hand? I'll take it back, or do you want let it? Are you gonna let him keep it, or do you want to take it back?
I'll let him keep it because I've committed it to memory because that seemed important.
Okay, he puts it in his pocket then. Alright, Donovich, thank you for your time. I wish you a good night, and yeah, I need to get going. That he walks pretty fast past you guys and begins to make his way down the small hill of the church. He walks past Vasily. He just looks at him. Hey, Ismark, hey, where are you going? Vasily looks back towards you guys like, what just happened?
I don't know that we should probably follow.
I suppose.
With that, Donovich heads back inside the church. Oh, the whole time you were inside the church, right, Monica?
Yeah.
All right. Around halfway through the service, you do hear something from inside the church.
Okay.
Roll me perception to see how well you hear it.
Real question: does the passive check that or no?
What's your passive?
I'm pretty sure it'd be 11.
11. I'm gonna need a roll.
Okay. Okay, no, never mind.
All right, we'll go with your 11 then. You hear what sounds like a voice of a man from underneath the floor of the church, and you hear someone plead, "Help me, please."
Yeah, I don't know where it is exactly, right?
You can hear it sounds like it's from inside the building somewhere, but you're not sure where.
Hmm. And this is before our preacher friend walks in, right?
Yeah, this is before. Yeah, this was around the time that the carriage rode up. Everything got really quiet, so you were able to hear it.
I was going to just check where he's standing, because that's the most obvious spot where there'd be like something hidden there. You want to roll investigation for that, or?
Looking around, all you see is just the service chapel there, and then a statue of the Morning Lord behind it.
Is there anything interesting about the Morning Lord?
It just seems to be that of a man with a. He has the marking what looks like to be like a rising sun on his chest.
There's really nothing off about it that would warrant like a religion roll or anything like that.
Are you proficient in religion?
Yeah.
looking at the statue, it does look very similar to that of statues of Lathander, but it looks slightly off at the same time.
Could I lift it slightly with mold earth?
You are able to move it slightly, and all you find is just a hole where the statue was put into.
Like when you mean hole, just like a divot where it's sitting into?
Yeah, where the statue is placed in the building. When you did enter the building, though, you did see four doors, though.
Anything in this room?
And there you find this dirty room contains a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress, next to which rests a small table with an oil lamp burning brightly on it. Mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden sun-shaped holy symbol.
Can I tell if like the bed's like been used recently, or if like it's from the person who's the head priest here?
It looks like it's been used recently. You can tell by the creases that, and it wasn't properly made recently.
Okay. How about this one?
And there you find an old desk and chair stand against the south wall, a wooden holy symbol mounted above them, a sunburst, which is the symbol. A 10-foot long iron rod attached to the north wall stands bare, suggesting a tapestry once hung there. Against the far wall stands a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors.
Like when you mean tall doors, you mean like it's just like a cupboard?
Yeah, it's a big cabinet with 4.
Can I open it?
Yeah.
Is there anything in it?
Inside you find a tinder box, a few wooden boxes full of candles, and 2 well-used books. Those being Hymns to the Dawn and Blade of Truth, the uses of logic in the war against Diabolist heresies, as fought by the Olmist Inquisition.
Is there any sort of like interesting like thing on like the bottom of the wardrobe to see if like there's any sort of like like to basically see if there's like a false bottom to the to like or just to see if like the wardrobe has like a like the bottom's like fake, that like you can lift it up and that like
you feel around, you don't feel anything.
Okay.
In case you're curious about the books, Hymns to the Dawn is a volume of chants to the Morning Lord, and The Blade of Truth is a strange book that mixes logic exercises with lurid descriptions of fiend-worshipping cults.
Oh. Take it.
Okay. Taking both or just the one?
Just the one. The one on cults, just to see. Okay, this bed.
Alright, and there you find a this dirty, lightless room contains a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress. Mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden holy symbol.
Wait, what?
It is a dirty, lightless room, contains a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress. Mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden holy symbol.
Has the room been used?
It's pretty dirty. It doesn't look like it's been used recently.
Is there anything like off about it?
As far as you can tell, just by looking at it, looks just like a dirty room.
Anything from that investigation roll?
Looking around the room pretty thoroughly, you find nothing. It seems to just be a dirty room.
Okay, how about this room?
Time and neglect have punched holes in the ceiling of this moldy room, which contains a few broken roof shinglings amid puddles of water. In one corner, set into the floor, is a heavy wooden trapdoor held shut with a chain and a padlock. As you get closer to the door, you can hear the shouts of that man a little bit louder now.
Interesting. I'm going to knock like once to see if I get a response.
You don't get a response. That's
Okay.
but you do hear the voice say, "So hungry, please, I need food."
How do the chains look?
The chains look pretty you mean like how they look or how tight they are?
Like, are they like in like a pretty strong condition? Are they weak? Like
They're
what?
looking pretty strong, a little bit, but the trapdoor itself seems to be a little swollen and stuck, from what you can tell.
Okay, let me check something because I need to like remember something real quick. Okay, so I do have 3 sorcery points. I'm going to restore. I'm going to use 2 of my sorcery points to restore a spell slot. And would Earth Tremor make a big enough noise to alert anybody?
With the rain and the carriage happening at this time, I'm going to say you're okay.
Okay, I'm going to Earth Tremor the fucking lock open.
Okay.
And
What does that spell do again?
Here you go. There we go. Spell.
Okay, 10-footer. I was gonna say if this is something that was gonna be like more than I was like, oh no, the doors and the walls. Okay, yeah. So I take it you're using it on one of the chains that are attached to the walls.
Just pretty much where I can like just like pop this thing open pretty much because at least to me whenever I think of like how like Earth Tremor is, at least with my character, I'm assuming it to like I'm trying to remember. It's not God Stomp. I think it's like God Slam from God Hand, where like Gene kind of just like you see like a slight like energy build up in the hand as he basically punches the ground. So I was thinking something like that. And at least in terms of a meta description, you see like a slight like greenish or poisonous glow from like the hand that she uses to punch the chains here.
Okay. Punching the chains, you send out a tremor throughout the chains and onto the ground all around you. The chains from the rumble eventually detach from the wall and go limp as they don't have anything to hold on to anymore.
Okay, let's open her up and see what's going on.
As I said, the trapdoor is currently swollen and stuck at the moment. Even if you try to lift it up, it seems stuck. The earth tremor did cause some damage to the door, but it's not enough to like reach your hand into though.
I'm going to assume a athletics check probably won't do.
You try.
Okay, it's not great, but who knows?
Gripping a hold of the trapdoor, you're able to use your strength and you're able to rip open the trapdoor no problem.
Okay.
And opening up the trapdoor, you see a ladder that goes down.
Okay, well, it's a good thing I have.
It goes. You can tell it looks to be about 15 feet down.
I also remember I do have like what, dark vision or low light vision.
You have dark vision, yeah.
Yeah, so I can see if it's dark down there.
Yep, it's pretty dark down there.
Okay, I'm gonna be climbing down with my with like one of my short swords like ready.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, separate floor. Give me a good old like shift click or whatever. Tell me. Okay. Okay, going down.
All right. The church's undercroft has rough-hewn walls and a floor made of damp clay and earth. Rotting wooden pillars strain under the weight of the wooden ceiling. Candlelight from the chapel above slips through the cracks, allowing you a a gaunt shape in the far left corner.
Okay. I'm going to... Is there anything weird about the area?
Doesn't seem too weird. You see a couple of dead rats on the ground.
Like, are they dead as in, like, they just died or they've been eaten or what?
They seem to be laying limp, unless you want to examine the bodies more.
Sure, I'll take a look. You want me to roll, like, medicine or... wait, what?
Just perception is fine.
Okay.
Looking at the dead rat bodies, they don't seem to be like eaten anyway. It just seems like the color of the rats have gone, and you can see 2 little holes in them.
Like, are they close to any specific area of the body?
It just seemed to be randomly just wherever on the rat.
Can I make a, like... Would I need a proficiency in medicine to roll anything like that, or...
What are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to see if it's, like, punctured like that. I'm trying to see if it just got slurped. Like, I'm not trying to go... I'm trying to say it in a way that, like, I'm not going, like, how can I investigate this to see if it's a vampire?
You definitely need a medicine proficiency.
Okay. Okay, never mind. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure there'd be nothing else to really, like, warrant any check that would give me an ability to look at that.
But yeah, after you begin walking around a little bit, the male voice calls out to you. Is anyone there? Please. So hungry.
I'm going to continue to look around to see if I see anything. There's
a glimpse of a figure in the top left corner up here.
Do I see anything?
You need to move a little. If you move one more to your left, you can make out something. There you go. All right, from there you can see what looks to be a young, very thin and pale man in the top left corner. His somewhat brown hair is disheveled. He looks malnourished to hell and back. He's just slumped into the corner, just kind of curled up in a ball.
He's not chained up or anything?
Nope.
Somewhat approaching.
Yeah, as you
hand is on the sword if ready.
As you get closer, he begins to move further into the corner as far as he can. Please, do not hurt me. I just need just a little bit of blood, please.
Why do you need blood?
I'm so hungry.
Why are you down here?
Need food.
You know, not answering my questions may not warrant me to actually give you anything. And I'm going to roll intimidation for that.
Okay. With that, he buries his face into the wall and looks away. Please, I just want some food. Don't hurt me.
I wasn't going to hurt you. I just want some answers.
I can't think. Just food.
I'm just trying to think here because like, I'm a bit of a weird standstill here in terms of like this character's dilemma and then what the hell to do. Okay.
He seems to he doesn't seem to be trying to attack you. Every time you get closer to him or intimidate him, he seems to just recoil more and more. With how close you are now, you can tell he looks about he's in his early 20s.
Hmm. Okay. I have a idea here.
Okay.
Just because I'm going to say I do have just spare here. At least in the meta sense, I kind of like uncoil like some of the bandages around like my my like arms, and I cut a area that is what's it called? Yeah, actually, yeah, just in the essence, I cut an area that's not like a bit kind of like hardened or scaly to per se, and kind of put it on the what's it called, the bandages there, and then what, Miss, we never really talked about this. Would you say like the blood is a slightly different color?
It's a lighter shade of red.
Yeah. And so it's and so it's that having a bit of that there. I tossed the bandages that are a bit kind of covered in that, and kind of wrap my hands around again with some spare that I have.
Okay. Go ahead and just take one hit point off is all.
Okay.
He grabs the bandages and begins to bite into them. Good. And after a minute, more, please, just a little bit.
Not. I want some answers first.
Okay.
Why are you down here, and who put you down here?
My father
Why'd your father put you down here?
considers me a monster.
Why is that?
Because of my hunger. I don't want to hurt anyone. Just want food.
Well, what are you?
Don't know. Just a person like you.
I'm no person. I wouldn't consider myself that.
I have a little bit more, please.
Hmm.
From the source, if you don't mind.
No, I'd rather not let you touch me.
He kind of just begins to wallow.
Hmm. Okay. Maybe... Maybe I'll come back for something for you. Because you seem to be very neglected.
And as you turn to leave, you hear him vomit.
Are you okay there?
Your blood. Ugh. He just begins to cough up more.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to give it.
Yeah, you just hear him spitting and vomiting a little bit.
Oh, my aching blood.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to give it. Maybe maybe if you're still around, or if I'm a bit close, maybe I'll give you something. And I just kind of walk away. And I climb up the ladder.
Okay. Alright, and by the time you return to where you are, the carriage has gone away Ismark has begun to leave the church, and Donovich has re-entered the church, and you hear him walking past you as you climb back up.
Hmm. No, where? Okay. There I am. I'm gonna try and, like, I don't think I'd be able to use, Green Flame Blade as, like, a welding tool, I'm pretty sure.
No.
Yeah. I'm just going to, cover it up, I'm just gonna try and cover up, see if I can fit the board back in. And just kind of make it appear like it's still chained up properly. You want me to, like, roll, like, a deception for that or something?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? Okay. Like it never even happened.
Miraculously, you're actually able to get it back in place. It looks like it almost never happened, but you can still see if you look close enough that there's still a little bit of broken off, but it looks almost like you never touched it.
Yep. Okay. And I'm going to, I'm gonna peek out the doorway to see if the, because I did hear the head priest was, walking around.
He's currently praying over the altar right now. He's just kneeling in front of it.
So he's not looking my direction, right?
No, so you can roll stealth with advantage.
No.
Right, you're able to quickly sneak out the door and close it, no problem, and then eventually the big doors to the church as well, and make it out, no problem.
I'm really tempted, but I won't for now. Okay.
Alright, you see in the distance Ismark quickly moving down the hill back towards the village. Vasily, like, looking off towards him, wondering where he's going. Wolfried has run to catch up. I imagine Bell and Arthur, Lionel will as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, thanks for moving me.
Okay. You guys just go chase after Ismark, or do you want to get together real quick?
I'm not gonna run off on my own. I'm gonna move with the group, so whatever the group wants to do.
Yeah, no, I'm going to slightly be lagging behind the group slightly.
All right. So, but you do follow after him, though.
Yeah, yes, I do follow after the group.
Okay. So you guys begin to make your way back towards the mansion, the manor that you were previously at. And you guys eventually return.
Everything just roboted out. Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, cool.
Just noticed I'm still here.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I know, right? Weird.
I could have sworn Friday, 11 o'clock. You cut me off, but I guess not.
Maybe they changed it.
If they actually changed it, that'd be crazy.
Weird.
I'm pretty sure I cut out the other day.
Maybe it's just
Oh, no.
Friday as well.
I mean, that'd be
Maybe
nice.
they added
though.
Friday to the weekend, so it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then that's it.
That would be nice.
neat.
So yeah, you guys get to the manor. Ismark's not outside, so you guys are free to head inside.
And so I will do.
You see Reynold standing at attention as you enter.
Anything to report?
No, nothing. We've just been sitting here, mostly in silence. She hasn't really said much to me. And at this point, the storm begins to die out as well.
Good on you for not being pushy. I'm just going to give him a pat on the shoulder and walk off.
Ismark shows Irina the letter. You can see her reading it. She hands it back to him. Eventually he turns to the group. I'd have a favor I'd like to ask you. Or a job if you require payment.
Oh,
You're heading to the Zerd Falls, correct? You wish to seek something out there?
Such as?
No, he's asking you.
Yeah, that is correct, yes.
Oh,
Well, if you do not mind going a little bit further, you could take my sister to Valaki. The Baron of Valaki owes me, or at least my father, a debt, and I would like for her to be there rather than here. If what Lionel has mentioned is true about someone standing outside, and if this letter adds on to that, I do not believe my sister is safe here.
I can give a run on my horse.
Does that wouldn't that also mean you aren't safe here either?
Well, from where the figure was standing outside the house, the only window on that side is my sister's room. Besides that, that's the library.
Hmm.
I don't think that should be any trouble.
I don't think so either.
You can see that there's a little bit of desperation going on his face right now. You are a bunch of outsiders, but I'm willing to trust you more than the villagers. They don't trust me or are too fearful. If what this letter is true and what you are saying, I believe the devil is seeking my sister and I want her to be safe.
I mean, we don't know where we are. I mean, honestly. And do we really want to piss off this Dark Lord motherfucker?
Please. I'm willing to pay you anything.
I said it shouldn't be any trouble.
Let's take a vote.
I'm quite fine with this arrangement.
So that's 2 on let's do it.
Yeah.
One for not doing.
What are we doing?
For voting whether to help him stop this Dark Lord bro.
Ismark is asking that you take Irina, since you guys are going to the Zar Falls, if you could take her a little bit further, travel a little bit further and go to the town of Valaki and take her there.
I mean, I could pretty easily just take her there myself and just meet you guys back at the falls.
Let's not split up.
I mean,
It's really dumb.
it's a really dumb idea to split up, but if you want to act like the great big hero, you can.
I mean, I'm not a hero, I'm a man with a horse. Simple as.
Horses don't go that much faster.
Well, it would be. Well, it may be faster. I think it more safe to stick together.
Okay.
This dude is literally the king of the country we're in. Like, what if he shows up with like 20 of his own horses?
It'd be pretty fucking wild.
Yeah, what if he just shows up on a slightly bigger horse?
Oh shit, that's intimidating.
Oh no, a horse.
Yeah, I think.
Although
it
it
would be
is
fine.
very possible he's already aware of us.
He is very certainly already aware of us, given the end of the last session.
Yeah, that's why I was alluding to.
Yeah,
I was just being vague about it.
I see.
As in, yeah, who cares if we piss him off? He already knows we're here.
Yeah, he's clearly watching us somehow.
Yeah, but I think that vote so far has gone 3 in favor of doing it because I'm pretty sure Edmund.
Yeah,
went,
three
Yeah, I'd do it.
3-1 so far.
Eh,
So I think we just need to add in Cat's vote.
Dan spoiling
What?
his name.
What say
She's
ye?
already told it to you.
Yeah.
But I think at this point, the vote's almost irrelevant. We're overwhelmingly on the side of helping her.
Reynald
pretty
also
sh-
raises his hand. I'm up for helping her as well.
Yeah, so it's literally my vote against everybody else.
Well, no, my character really doesn't care. If Ed's character and his little cabal want to act like big heroes, they can go do it.
So it's 4
You're my
4, 1
fucking
against.
mean. Jesus. What
4,
the
4,
fuck?
1 against, and 1 abstained. I believe it's the count then.
I mean, I have no issue with just taking her on a horse and meeting you back at the falls. It's not that hard.
That doesn't seem
Again,
like a
Ed,
good
horses
idea.
aren't that.
Just
Horses
to give
don't
you
go
a rough
faster than
estimate,
people.
Ed, from here to the other town, it's a 6-hour normal speed.
Yeah,
Then make a
It's
camp.
it's 18 miles.
yeah, horses don't go faster than people, Ed. Unless you like make
Really
them.
push them.
It's not a car.
Fine, jeez,
But
okay.
wait, what about horsepower though?
Shush. No.
Okay, alright, fine. I'll
But
ride the
yeah,
fucking
once you
horse.
if you do agree to that, Ismark goes to you and shakes everyone who agreed to its hands. Thank you so much. And with that, he's like, wait a minute. But he goes to the door. Vasily, get in here. Vasily's been standing outside with Wilfried, just making sure no one's gonna sneak up.
Oh.
And Vasily walks in. Vasily, here, and he gives Vasily a pouch. Some of this is yours, and some of this is for our stranger friends here. Please guide them to the Zare Falls, and then after that, take them to Vallaki. And once that is done, give them their money, and then take what you need for yourself. He opens the bag, looks through it, counts it. Are you sure about this? I am. I want my sister to be safe. Okay. Well, what kind of friend would I be if I said no? And Ismark and him kind of like do a nice little handshake by going a little further up their forearms and clutching their forearms. And then Vasily looks to you all. All right, looks like you guys have got yourselves a guide. Let me know when you're ready to hit the road. And with that, he'll head back outside. Ismark then looks to you all. Yeah, it's quite late. It's not a good idea to travel on the road this late. Please stay the night, and then the next morning you can head out.
Is it specific? Like, is it just the wolves we have to worry about if we went out at night, or is there other things?
There's bears, other wild animals that are out there. There's quite a few wild animals that live here in Borovia.
Anything else?
I don't know anything else. There used to be bandits, but bandits are rare in these lands.
Why is that?
Most bandits know what happens when they try to conduct banditry inside the land of the devil. He does not take kindly to them.
Okay.
But yeah, there's some beds on this floor. There's the chairs here, and the chairs in the study. Please, anywhere that you need. Thank you so much. And Irina, who's kind of just been sitting there silently, looking at the fire. She you see her tighten the scarf around her neck a little bit more. And then Ismar comes over and just kind of pats her hand. Everything's going to be okay. We'll be okay. And with that, he grabs her by the hand, takes her upstairs. So yeah, you guys are free to turn in for the night. And unless there's anything else you guys want to do, I think that's a good point where we can end the session.
I actually wanted to wait a little bit till almost everyone else was heading out, because I wanted to relay something to Marcus, because out of all the people here, my character only trusts Marcus. Really?
Damn.
Well, like Belle's fine. It's just that at least when it comes down to it, like Marcus is the one that, like, because at least I guess reached out more, and the one that she doesn't like distrust.
You've done theory swapping, that's pretty trustable.
Wait, what? Oh
You've
yeah,
done theory swapping, that's
swapping.
pretty trustable.
And this is this is pretty relevant to the theory swapping from earlier. So.
True.
Mm. Yeah. So whenever like almost everyone else is ready to like turn in, I wanted to like say something to Marcus about like the earlier I guess theory crafting from before.
I'm gonna scoot off to bed.
Your beds are over here. Okay, so who wants... There's 3 beds for you guys, and then there's 4 chairs. Who wants the beds?
I'm gonna just yoink a bed.
Okay.
I'll take a chair.
Yeah, I'll see whatever's left when I get there.
Right. I'll put Belle over here.
Once
So,
I'm gonna
so
claim the
Marcus, you have a
bed.
choice between a chair, and then there's one more bed.
When I'm gonna claim the bed, but also once everyone who's sleeping in here is inside, I'm actually gonna pull the bed so it's slightly in front of the door.
Oh
So if
no.
someone tries to enter the room, they'll have to push through.
There is
the
a
bed.
window right here as well. It's boarded up.
Window? I can't. Oh, it's boarded up.
Yeah, it's boarded up.
I'm gonna double check how sturdy.
You can't win. Your paranoia won't save you this time.
I'm just picturing all this. I'm just picturing all the CK2 paranoia events right now.
How sturdy are these boards?
They're pretty
Oh,
sturdy.
did you know that every wall is actually just a door?
Kind of wood are the boards made out of?
Okay, here's what's gonna happen.
Mahogany.
Now he's gonna do exactly what he
Sounds
did
like
before.
oak or something. I don't know.
He's gonna slightly pull the bed in front of the door, but you're actually gonna see him take the pillow and sleep under the bed.
Glad you've done that before Monica and I get there.
Alright, yeah, so Reynald and Wilfried are going to sleep on the chairs over here. Vasily goes upstairs to go sleep in the guest room, because he's trusted these friend. So that just leaves you 2 here. I'm going to put you guys over here, since that way you're not in earshot.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was either gonna do that or do something like outside.
Yeah, I was gonna say kitchen or outside.
You guys can... It's either... Because, it's in between the 2.
I'm actually fine with outside. I think that's more fun that way.
Oh yeah, Ed, if you're wondering where Jack is sleeping, he's right over here. There's a nice little spot here for him.
I swear to God, they take away my son, I will go on a crusade.
they're
I will
gonna
burn
eat
Borovia one wolf at a time.
they're gonna eat your son.
There's walls around. There's somewhat walls around the compound. Alright, but yeah, I guess I'll plop you all out here if you want to go outside to have this conversation.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've abandoned my boy.
Okay. So I want to tell you about something. So remember when we were discussing earlier about what might be going on here?
Yes, I've
Or at least
still
to...
been trying to think about it, but I haven't come up with anything yet.
Well, I might have found something that might be a bit interesting in the what was it, like a little chapel or like temple?
It was church.
Yeah, in the little church. There was something I found in the little church that might be good if both you and me came to investigate a little bit later. The only issue might be the head priest of that church.
What'd you find?
I don't know for sure. All that I know is that the person said that they were the priest's son, and he was ravenous for people's blood. And he appeared to be firmly locked in the basement of the church. I don't know if that will give too much on what's going on here, but I do think it does warrant why he wound up like that. He didn't want to. I'll just say it like this: he did not want to talk too much to me.
Hungering for blood. It does lean towards vampires, I believe.
Yes, but as I said before, that only makes him a vampire. That does not mean whoever's in charge of this place is that. But I do think
It
is.
doesn't, but for one to become a vampire, there must be another one. And
Yes.
if he's locked up in the church basement, that he's certainly not someone that's
Well, he is the
powerful.
priest. Yes. Well, he is also that priest's son, so I would assume he would do anything to keep him locked up down there. But it did seem a bit off that he did not seem to really give him too much in terms of something to eat, though. Well, granted, he is. Granted, I feel like that. Actually, now that I think about it, might be a bit hard because he is a vampire after all. But just a bit of some food for thought, and then maybe if you want to try and either visit there, either by yourself or maybe with me, just to make sure that you have someone else, because at least between me and him, I'm not too tasty for him.
Well, certainly shouldn't go there by myself. That even young vampires are quite dangerous.
He definitely seemed quite scared, but definitely maybe given how he was acting, who knows if he might lash out next time.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to investigate this place. Just not gonna say my murder plans.
And with that, you two you turn in for the night. And
just to say where I turn in. Right snug here in the corner. I don't care about the glass.
you don't. Okay.
But at least how I'm like sleeping is like kind of like almost like sitting up like in the corner, or at least like I'm trying to think of like knees are
There's a
up.
bear rug you could lay on at least.
No, that's around people. That's gross.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, right here in the
bed,
corner.
Marcus?
Nah, because fucking Lionel blocked the door.
Does he at least try to go for it?
I mean, I'm gonna say he probably goes for it, sees that it's locked, and she goes, alright.
It goes okay, fuck
Well,
it.
actually, Lionel, the door opens into the kitchen, not into your room. So you open the door and you see the bed just blocking the door frame.
That's some Scooby-Doo bullshit right there.
Oh, okay, so I'll do that, and then I'll just sigh and turn around and go to the chair.
Okay.
Don't feel like dealing with Lionel's bullshit.
All right. And most of you are able to get a somewhat good night's sleep for once since arriving here.
I will say for Lionel, I did not mention that I closed the door because I did not.
I'm pretty sure
Wait.
Lionel would have heard you open the door, considering he's right in front of it, under the bed, so I'm pretty sure he would just reach his hand out and close the door.
Yeah. I actually would just use my foot and just kick it.
Yeah.
What, further open?
Yeah, it opens into the kitchen, not into your room.
Oh, I guess I will have to close it then, you're right.
Yeah. You guys are able to get a good night's rest for the most part.
Lionel will
And
remember this.
hopefully in the morning, you guys can set out on the road and find out why you were brought here. But until then, we'll have to just find out. That's where we'll end the session.
Alright, I got my luck die back.
Long rest for everybody. Go! There's a cool button I put on everyone's sheet where you can just click the button.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right,
Where
so-
is it?
Yeah,
Oh, I
great.
see it.
Below your floors.
Yep, should be a little gray button on the right side of your sheet.
Wait a
That's
minute.
really cool.
Wait a minute. I should get all my hit dice back, not just one.
Yeah, it should give all of it back, right?
It did it. You have to hit long rest 3 times.
No, I'd have to hit it twice. I only got 2.
Okay, yeah. It also did reset spells though. That's good.
Okay. Yeah, is there anything else you want to add before I cut the stream?
No.
Good session.
I hope you guys had fun tonight. It was a little bit more of a slower session compared to last time where we had a dungeon crawl, so I thought this would be a good role play and yes, environment storytelling stuff.
I
know,
missed
that's pretty
most of
good.
the session.
Alright,
Yeah, sorry, Ed.
It's okay.
Don't worry. 2 weeks from now, we'll get back to it.
I got a little
Unless
bit
I get another job.